And we are live. Okay. Whew. A lot of setup. A lot of setup happening over here. Here we go. Oh, what's going on with the this is pretty good music, I ain't gonna lie. Last stream I got a copy I got a copyright claim. I gotta check that, but I think it's mostly because I played it was an animation video we watched last stream, and I'm pretty sure that artist claimed that video, so I actually have to check that out. I have no idea what we got copyrighted on last last stream, but I'll check it out. I'll see what happens. You know, maybe the person's a cool person. I can get it like a claim off or whatever. It's not like it's been striked, it's just been claimed, so I mean, that's fine. I think we're ready to go. Today we're gonna be working on some thumbnails. I'm gonna be working on let me just drop the music a bit. I think the music's a bit loud, guys. Where's the music at? Hold up, here it is. Just have to drop it just a little bit, just so it, yeah, I think that's fine. I don't know, you guys can let me know if that's all right. Usually around that side is fine. Okay, cool. Second last episode of Kill All Heroes is about to drop. Okay, things are about to get wild. It's about to get crazy. I am going to copy the link over so that people can check it out. Latest I think the latest episode's dropping today, yeah. In the next 10-20 minutes. So I'm gonna drop a link, and so those who want to check it out can check it out. And there we go, we can just pin that link up there on the top, and there we go. Okay, that's sorted, everyone's cool. I also got the webcam stuff up running really well. It looks really nice now, really good. I like it. Okay, there's no weird glitches and buffering, at least from what I've seen so far. Okay, we don't know through the course of this stream if things are going to be fine, if they're going to still be okay. So we're going to... Oh, I think I saw a glitch. I saw it. Yes. Yes, I fucking knew it. Fucking knew it. Enable. Let's enable that. Okay. That should stop the glitching at least. Okay. I think that's fine. I checked out I think I have to actually update OBS. I think that's what I have to do, because I tried to do certain things in it and it wasn't really up to date. So I gotta update OBS. OBS has got to be up. Where the hell's my pen? Oh, there it is. Why the hell's it over here? It's like in between the mic stand and this thing that I have on my desk. Shit, I didn't charge my phone. You gotta keep your phone charged in South Africa, guys. Don't know when the load shedding will be and the power's off, and then you're just sitting with a empty battery phone. So you don't want that. I think I was uploading some videos to my phone so that I can edit it later. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna charge my phone quick. I'll be right back. Okay, it's on the charge, it's ready to go, and we are all good. My homie Mitch is streaming immediately after this stream at about 1 a.m. for me, but 6 p.m. EST for you guys. I don't know, whoever on that side of the world. Might be some, I don't know who watches this thing, so I don't know if you run by EST, ESV, BST, GDE, EB. I don't know what time zones you are out there, but yeah, hopefully you can convert that on Google or whatever and pick out exactly when that's happening. So today we are going to work on the vertical thumbnail for my webtoon. or webcomic specifically. I will obviously create different variations of this so that I can actually how the fuck did I do that? So I can actually also I have to cut out the swearing. I gotta we gotta YouTube don't like that shit, okay? But I mean that's just how I talk. If you don't like it, I don't know what to do after that, you know? It's not like I'm getting paid, so like it's fine. Maybe in the future I'll bleep it out, but for now, who gives a mushroom? Who gives a shiznit shiznit splits? Okay, so maybe I'll just swear in like colored 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 slang, you know? Maybe that's what I'll do. Colored South African slang. I should actually I want to edit the canvas size. Wait, yeah, there it is. Canvas properties. I just want to extend it to. What the hell does that pop on out of the screen? I just want to make this a square. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be better. And I just want to pop in. I want to pop in the old thumbnail so that I can gauge more or less how much I can chop off, you know, in terms of tappers and all the other platforms, because this will be uploaded obviously to Webtoon, specifically, you know, Webtoon Canvas. So I'm going with their vertical format for the thumbnail, but I am going to kind of streamline it so I can actually cut it up into multiple different types of thumbnails for the future. So here we go. This is my old thumbnail. There we go. So I just want to get the exact. There we go. Yeah. This is, I think, for tappers, right? I think Webtoon's one is a bit more vertical, but I just want to get the exact measurements. I just want to put here tappers, so you know, I can get more or less the idea of where it is, and then it will be much easier to sort that out. So I just want to do this. And more or less around there. So that's the tappers guideline right there, and then maybe I should make it. I should color code it so I know exactly which one is which. That's what we gotta do. We color code it. Color code yellow for tappers. Green for Webtoon, obviously. So I need the where is the Webtoon thumbnail? Hmm. No, the Webtoon one is actually should be. Hold up. Do I still have that guide? That Webtoon guide? Hold up. I think I still have it here somewhere. Reference practice. No, not in that folder. Go out. Is it in? No. What the hell is that folder thing? Okay, over here. Is this way out? There it is. I found it. Freaking found it, guys. Can't believe this piece of work still exists on my PC. But yeah, you can kind of use this to gauge an idea. I think this is still the older one, right? The newer one probably changed. Hold up. Let's see. Let's see here. Hold up. Just need a cough. Um. I'm gonna find it, guys. Somewhere in here. This one? No, that's not it. That's not where it is. Where is? It's in here somewhere, right? Huh. Where are you hiding your sources, Webtoon? Where are you hiding your? Where are you hiding at this time, huh? Where is it? Where is it? I didn't want to know. Let me see here. I mean, I could just manually measure it. Could do that. It's I don't know if if oh wait, no, it is actually right because there's a line, right? Yeah. I was thinking it looks pretty funny, but no, I think it's just I cropped it funny. Okay, more or less around here. More or less around here. This is just a rough, you know, just to kind of figure out where we need to be. Where we need to be for this. I don't know if my series is even going to be popular enough to show the vertical the vertical thing, but I like doing cool stuff, so that's that. Have our guides. We have our guides. So now what happens now is we're gonna look at other comic covers, because get a reference, you know, gotta look at other comic covers. You gotta look at what makes them cool, you know, what makes them pop, what makes them fancy. Okay, and I have an idea of what I want, more or less. Kind of like a comic cover of two opposing forces fighting each other out, like something like this, but obviously with like a battle of power type thing going on, you know what I mean? Like maybe like something like this, you know, but like yeah, something like that. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, just looking for inspiration here. I like that. Why Superman holding a stop sign? It's weird. Damn, that's cool. That. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There's some cool. Oh, damn, I like this one. This is a cool one with this guy in the back. So maybe I do something like that with Mindstro in the back, you know, doing his thing, looking all ominous and weird, you know. I put him there in the back like that with the shadows and everything, you know, make it look cool. And then in the front, I have Platinum Falcon and obviously the main character, Nathan. Quite, like, kind of about to battle it out. But we don't want to make it too complicated, because it's the simpler one, you know, the more simplistic stuff usually takes off. So maybe I just do one with Nathan, because Nathan's the main character, and we just do a cool one with Nathan, like, you know, damn, that's a cool cover. Okay, yeah, just a one, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a one with Nathan. Gonna make Nathan look cool. Gonna make him look cool. Okay. I just gotta do a rough. And I don't know what I'm going to. From what I've gathered over like the course of what I've worked on for the comic, what can I make Nathan do though? You know, because before when I made the cover, I kind of had an idea of what the comic's gonna be about, but now I kind of know more so like what the entire season was about and everything. So I want to actually incorporate that into this cover and stuff like that, and I want to make it look cool, obviously. I think I should actually bring up this cover. This is a cool cover. It gives you kind of an idea of what I went with here, but obviously my art style has improved a bit more. So yeah, something like this. And I actually went with like, yeah, the boldings in the back and stuff. That's cool. Okay. Okay. I think maybe I just do a straight up front shot of Nathan. I think that's the simplest thing to do, and that's gonna be the coolest thing at the same time. I'm gonna do like a simple, you know, just a simple cover thing with Nathan. Yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. Kind of wanting to look a bit more kind of more imposing. And it's been a while since I actually drew Nathan. I know I'm gonna draw him kind of close to the end of the first season because yeah, it's in the end with him at the end of the season. So kind of just showing you where he's at because I've been working mostly on Platinum Falcon and like fighting everyone and everything in the more recent episodes because he's gonna be a big part of Killer Heroes, of course. So I wanted to pull in more of his story, so to say. And didn't actually know. He would have. I actually thought he would have died in the first episode. I was basically just gonna kill him off, and I actually begin to like his character more. Um, I feel like it will be a really cool redemption story if I have to continue working on Platinum Falcon, Nathan's body, I was supposed to make it a bit more, not as muscular as I've made it in the series, but like, you know, I feel like sometimes you just have to, it shows like power, it shows, manly manness. So like, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna give him a whole bunch of muscles and just make him jack for no reason, right? So yeah, he's usually supposed to have more of a like Bruce Lee type of physique, even though Bruce Lee was freaking jacked. But he wasn't like big, big jack, like a Napper type body type. He's jacked, but he's also a big guy. Bruce Lee was like more just all muscle, but he was more of a smaller guy. And I didn't want Nathan to be that big as I've made him, but I feel like it's more intimidating as well as imposing for this character as well, because I want him to kind of be this like unstoppable, imposing force in a way. Of course, he got his shit. He got his clock around by like all the superheroes, but and yeah, still a lot to come. Like Nathan is still in the early stages of like learning what he can do with his abilities. Because for those of you who don't know, like you'll soon notice that he recently just acquired these abilities. Because obviously he wasn't born with them. He got them by other means, and yeah, and he got them to kind of get back at the superheroes because he couldn't fight them obviously without any powers because they would just run his clock as well. You can take him out. Yeah, I like this. As you can see, I've gotten much better in terms of anatomy and muscles and everything. I've actually gotten like way better at like throwing them and defining their form and everything. I gotta lock this out. And I've actually been studying a lot of DC works, like DC comics. If you ask me like who's the author of some of those comics, I would tell you I have no idea. But I have been looking a lot at like DC comic covers and panels and stuff like that, just like on the internet, just like on just like a quick Google search of like images and stuff, and looking at like some of the covers. I haven't paid attention to who exactly made them, which I should actually do, because then you can actually follow the artists and especially if you like their artistic style and how they draw this stuff. But yeah, I should actually do that more. His nose isn't that big. But yeah, I would say in this series, the main character is pretty cool, but like so far, Platinum Falcon is like my favorite character. I don't know. I feel like there's so much I can do with this character, and there is like a redemption arc, and I feel like his growth as a character is gonna be the most fun to do. And yeah, it's really gonna be something that's gonna be really cool. Because I love like doing character development, especially if the person was seen in a bad light and then all of a sudden they have this transformation. They realize more so what they've done. They're more apologetic for what they've done. They realize how bad it is and everything, and this kind of molds them into who they're going to be in the future. And you know and it's the same with Nathan. He kind of has this like revenge, this pure rage revenge driven type thing going on, you know what I mean? Like he's just completely blinded by revenge, and he's just like very rageful person. And I saw the camera glitch now at the corner of my eye, so do some weird glitching. But I thought I sorted that out. That's what I did. Pretty sure that. Okay, hopefully that helps. I don't know. It's just something that I'm gonna have to deal with until I figure it out. Thought I sorted it out, but I don't think I did. This guy, I keep drawing his nose differently because I'm so used to drawing a Platinum Falcon, and Nathan doesn't really have a nose, and he has one eye gone. Oh. I'm not sure if it's a PC problem or whatever. I thought I really sort this out sometime. Well, that's what it is. I'll fix it some other time. I'll mess around with it a bit. Okay. Nathan is jacked here. I might do a more closer vertical. Might get a bit closer in here. I wonder where I should make this at. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the cover should be reminiscent of a moment in the comic or a moment to come. At least that's how I do mine. It kind of like concepts for what's to come in the comic or what has already happened. Guy. Add a bit more variation here. There we go. Maybe I should give him a costume that's gonna be kind of his defining feature of him. Because right now he kind of just wears rags and like all types of like, you know, weird type of just like rags and cloth basically. Because in this comic, Nathan is kind of like he has nothing. Like with the incident in the beginning of the comedy, he kind of lost everything. So like he's basically homeless in a way. He kind of just lives on the streets in a way. Like he's not really in the most suitable life situation. Like the only thing he does is eat, sleep, and breathe killing heroes. That's what he does. Like at least that's that's like his thing. Like he's just like, nah, I don't sleep, I don't eat until every one of these assholes is dead. That is kind of the character I wanted to build. Oh yeah. I wonder if I should actually make it part of his, like part of the fact that he's kind of not mentally fully stable yet because of all the sleep he's lost and like all the mental strain. And in a way, I was trying to do that. He kind of has like a breakdown in one of the episodes, and he just loses his shit. So yeah. Uh, I wonder if I made his abdomen way too long. I think I did. Let me just check this out quick. Yeah. They should go all the way up here. Maybe just get away from this. I don't know. We'll see now. Hmm. I think, yeah. Gonna try a bunch of poses for this one. So this is the first kind of one that I'm attempting here, but you know, it might not be the final. I might actually try something else out. But I'm gonna use a mirror modifier to obviously kind of make it more symmetrical. I'm not worried about it, but I actually like the asymmetrical nature of the arms. So maybe I'll keep that. Beat, beat. We just drop this a bit. Around here. I don't know what costume I'm gonna give him. I've kind of like gave him this these type of like martial arts looking like clothes. Yeah, and kind of throughout this series, like Nathan actually hasn't actually fully used these martial arts capabilities. As you can see, it's kind of just he's just kind of swinging his fists and kicking, you know. Because I wanted to start out like that. I wanted it to come to a point where he has to actually now part of the character's development to where he's actually like, I have to calm down. I actually have to focus and stuff like that. You know, those moments will come. Yeah, I should actually give him like a proper like gi, like a martial arts, kind of like a karate gi. What I'm going for, yeah. Kind of make it more stylized one. Stylized gi. I don't have to really worry about these muscles over here. You know. But let's leave it there for now. I think this is fine for now. Not really gonna see his arms, but like I said, I'm extending it over, but kind of compensate for any other type of, when it comes to like adjusting it for like thumbnails and stuff like that. Some like special effects. No. I do it on a different layer. So that's kind of one iteration of what I want to do. I don't know if I should try more out. Ooh, there was one where I wanted to try out where Nathan is actually like looking up, but like it's from a top down angle. So like one of these. I don't know if you've seen there's some manga covers that do something like this. I don't know if I can capture it really well, but we can try something like this, and then the eye is like down here, and they're looking upward. You know what I mean? They're looking. Yeah. I should really look up some manga. I've seen some manga panels to this. I mean manga covers. And then this body is obviously doing this perspective effect, you know? Something like that. But I don't know if I should maybe go with something like that. Let's go with some. Leave this on screen. Let's go with some. I'm gonna go look for some manga reference, like manga cover reference, and then let's see what that's going to look like. Manga covers. There we go. Let's see. Because manga covers also like extremely expressive sometimes. I especially like the Naruto covers. They look really cool. Let me see. Huh. I really like the simple close-up shots, you know. So maybe I should do something like that. But I want to do a really cool thing. I want to do like a really cool with like the so maybe I just grab this and and what I do is, why is it so silent? Because everybody's probably still sleeping, alas. That's why, or they're busy. It's the weekend, you know. It is what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know why it's so quiet. It's been quiet. You know, it's quiet during the streams, but then like post stream is when the action really happens. And I think it's just because of the weird times I record now. I mean, the weird times I stream. It's 2 p.m. on a Saturday. Yeah, I mean, people could be out with their family, you know, could be doing whatever they gotta do. It's 2 p.m. on a Saturday for you, okay? I don't know about the rest of the world, okay? And most of the South Africans who watch my channel are probably in load shedding, so their power's out. So I don't know. That's what it is. Maybe closer to the end of the stream, people will start joining because that's usually what happens, right? I don't know why, but it's just a thing. But the show must go on, whether they're here or not. I'm gonna keep it going. I gotta keep it rolling. Okay. I don't wait for no one. Okay. If you're not here, you're not here. Okay. I keep it going. Okay. I just want to do another. That was like one iteration of something I wanted to do. I want to do a nice close up like this, but try another one. I'll try something a bit more different. Something a bit different. Try something a bit different. Yeah, maybe I'll make it super emo. You know, I just make it a really emo cover. I don't know. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe everyone doesn't like me anymore. That's what happened, you know? Maybe I said something and everyone was like, fuck that guy. Or maybe YouTube isn't showing my stuff as much because I swear a lot in my content. So obviously they're probably not like pushing my stuff out as much because they're like, oh, that guy, you know, Mr. Potty Mouth over there. It could be various factors. I don't know. What I'm saying is, ever since YouTube had more strict rules per se, like applied on YouTube, the channel has actually been kind of stagnant in terms of the streaming. Obviously my content is still doing fine in terms of just my normal videos, but like I don't know what's happening, man. Thought about going with something emo and like putting a hand here, you know, like covering that eye and then, you know, doing the typical emo thing. But yeah, let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. Let's see what happens. Here. This eye. You'll be back later then? No problem, man. Do what you gotta do. Maybe not like that. Let's see. It's just so simple. I'll just keep it simple, you know? So it's like it'll be easy to make a square thumbnail from this. Okay. Yeah, I think the simpler thumbnail will work much better. I like the more simple one actually. Maybe that's a close hold up. Maybe I tie up a bit more. Yeah. Yeah, Nathan has that scar across his nose like that. Never scar over here. His eyes shut. Yeah. Uh, yeah, but I think from next week, yes, I will be starting to stream my short film. I will be streaming my short film more. So next week I'll be doing some Blender stuff, obviously. So that's where the short film's gonna be made. And I think that is definitely gonna have some more traction than whatever I do now with the comic stuff. The things that get the most traction right now on my channel is the power scaling stuff, and the Blender stuff will always get traction because everybody is always looking for new Blender stuff. By the way, this webcam, I'm not sure. I fixed the settings, and then it just kind of did something weird. And but like I said, it's an OBS issue. Pretty sure it's an issue because I fixed it later. I mean earlier, and it was fine. And then I changed like one setting, and then OBS was like, nah. Yeah, so that's weird. Weird. Let me go with that. These eyebrows are a bit too high. Oh yeah, and he kind of has this scar up here as well. Okay. Yeah, I like the more simpler, just the straight up face, you know, just face in face action. stylistically, I think for the animation, I might actually go for some like hatching shade, like shading, for the animation instead of doing cell shading. I'm not sure stylistically. Um, I got to do some like sketches and stuff of the animation style. I know I'm not gonna have time, but I'm pretty sure if I when I do the storyboarding, I can maybe I can figure out something to where I don't have to do that much work in terms of character design and location and stuff like that. I want to make it really simple so that I can just get an animation out for the contest and still make it look like really cool, you know. Uh, I did already animate a shot, if you guys remember, but I think I'm gonna scrap that shot because I am redoing the the storyboarding. I am redoing it, so yeah. I might still use the older storyboards just for the certain fight scenes, but like, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Might change completely. Let me just check something here. Tell you what, turn off that. That should be much better. I'm not sure, but like, so far the best cameras to use for my webcam was my phone. No, but my phone doesn't like last that long. I mean, I could keep it in charge, but like, it doesn't charge it. The battery dies faster than it can stay in charge. You know what I mean? But technically, I got this camera for free, this webcam, because I had like that voucher. So like, I used the voucher, and I basically paid like 100 rand, 90 rand for like the camera because, well, I paid basically just for the delivery. I didn't even pay for the entire camera because it was like, I think it was like 600 rand or something. But yeah, that voucher just covered everything, and then I just paid for the rest. So maybe I'll save up actually for the future, but that's, yeah, save up for even crazy, more cooler camera. You know. See ya. So I think I made this pics way too big, way too stand outish. Maybe tone it down a bit. I'd tone down this gorilla back pics. Too much, too much power, too much pic action. I think we can work with this. Or should I use this one? No, I like this one more. I like this one more. Mhm. There we go. Damn, I really gotta take a piss. But well, I can feel it coming on. It's not quite there yet, but it's coming around. I feel it. Let me use the symmetry tool. This nose isn't that big actually. Ruler, hide it. E. I really actually, recently I was checking out Rippaverse, I was checking out and I realized I saw Isom as a comic done by Rippaverse. It's an indie comic and it looked really interesting because I've heard a lot about it and I was like, maybe I should get that. It's pretty expensive, but like, seems like it'll be a good. Seems like it will be worth the price. Also, I'll be supporting an indie artist. I mean, why not? I'd always support the alternative to whatever's happening in mainstream right now. Because yeah, it's just wild over there now. Nothing against it. If I find something I like in the mainstream, obviously don't mind supporting that. But like lately, it's been pretty lackluster, to say the least. Um, all the mainstream stuff I've stumbled upon has been kind of meh, you know? It wasn't really that much that captured me. Yeah. I haven't even actually been watching that much anime because anime, I don't know, I've just kind of been put off by anime recently, because it's just like to do with school kids and stuff like that, and like I'm not into that. So like, it's just about all these kids. It's fair enough. It's fair enough if it was like a shonen, you understand, like, oh yeah, this is the type of demographic they're going for, but like, it's very hard to come by some really cool anime these days. I really actually just want to watch the one anime I think I will watch is the Vinland Saga. I definitely want to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't got the time. Definitely something I want to check out because I've heard a lot of talk about it, and I just haven't gotten the time to actually sit down and watch it. do get the time, I'll check it out. Okay. Isaac Webtoon. Wow, face reveal. Well, it's not technically a reveal because I've shown my face many times, just not on the channel. Well, actually on the channel, yeah, I have shown my face a few times. Uh, Maybe not recently on this side of the channel. Um, yeah, when I used to do gaming on this channel, I used to obviously have a face cam and I used to do horror games. But that's before I changed it into like a art channel, do a podcast and everything. But now it's like, nah. And then I switched over to this, did this because I thought it would be cool to help people out. Hold up, I need a symmetrical tool. Yeah, I just moved this thing over. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. But I'm going back into the gaming, so I will be doing, well, not on this channel, but on Twitch. So when I get Hogwarts Legacy, I definitely want to. Oh shit! So and also the face cam is like a weird glitch. I don't know what that is about, but like it's OBS nonsense. So I have to check that out as well. I'm jealous with the beard. Yeah, yeah. I'm one of those people who can grow a beard very easily. So I mean, what a handsome man. I am pretty handsome. I ain't gonna lie. I got some very handsome features. It's what it's about. But what is it? Oh yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. I will be streaming that on Twitch when it comes out. Um, because that's the only game I really bought. Because man, I I really fucks with the Harry Potter open world type thing going on. I haven't actually read. I'm not one of those guys who've read the Harry Potter books because I'm not that deep into. So I'm only based on the films. I'm only a fan of the films, but I really enjoy the lore as well. So like I watch I think it's Harry Potter Theory on YouTube. I watch a lot of their videos and like they go more into the lore and also what's so different about the books and the movies. So I like mostly like the universe and stuff like that. So it's pretty fun. Okay, let me follow you Twitch BRB. No problem, man. No problem. Yeah. So that's happening. So I will be streaming that like the 7th of February, I think. That's when I get the game. Because I get it 3 days earlier because I got the deluxe edition, so I'll be there 3 days earlier. Though, where's the link? Ooh, I didn't actually. I don't have a link in my. Oh, hold up. Yeah. Okay. I don't actually have a link for it yet, but when I do set that up, I will drop the link because I do actually have a Twitch, but maybe I can get it for you. It's not a problem. You can just go to Twitch. I'll drop it in the chat for everyone. Yeah, just drop it here. I still gotta figure out how Twitch works and everything. Like I'm basically a YouTube boy. Know nothing about Twitch. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Um, is this it? This is it. Hold up. How the hell do this one? How does one? Yeah, how does one copy? Okay. I mean, I can just do it from the browser. Why the hell didn't I just do it? There's the link. Wait, that's not it. Hold up. Freaking frick. Hold up. There we go. That should be it. There we go. There's a link. I I dropped it in OBS. Somebody, I don't know why I did that, but like, yeah. So yeah, people will know. Obviously, I will inform people on all the medias, all the socials of the medias when exactly it drops. That will be fun. And then we get to do dumb wizard stuff, and I can basically learn how to become a wizard, and basically go back to wizarding school. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There's so many people hyped for Harry Potter game. Yeah, man. Whew. I am surprised because it looks so cool. I was like, damn. The first time I heard of the announcement, I was like, this is gonna be lit. Okay, lit as shit. So I was like, damn, I really want to play that game. And then, yeah, so what was I gonna say? I forgot now. Oh, yeah, then they actually like dropped like snippets and stuff, and like the you know, I'm a big fan of the combat system, like with the wand and like the cool spells you can learn and stuff. I was like, damn, this is gonna be so cool. And I don't think there's a multi. There's not a multiplayer version. There's not a multiplayer aspect of the game yet. I don't know if they're gonna add it, but that will be even more cooler because then you get to whip wizard ass online. You know. You get to hang out with people and stuff. Haven't watched the trailer of the game, yeah. And also, it's connected to, I don't know if you know the Harry Potter fan club website and stuff like that, but like basically you're sorting at, when you get sorted into your house, you can do it on that website and everything. So it will be kind of connected to that account. So when you get sorted into your house on there, and everything will appear on the game, and that's really cool. And it's gonna be like a choice aspect to it. Like you can choose to be bad or good as well in there. So you can like learn like forbidden spells and shit. So like that's gonna be crazy as well. And then it adds obviously to the story or the outcome and stuff like that. So that's really cool. Flip the canvas. How does one flip canvas? Nah, I don't flip canvases, dude. I just do it the way I do it. If it doesn't look right when I flip the canvas, it's just that is, that's a crazy thing, right? Like your eyes, like things look good from this perspective, but once you flip the canvas, it's a whole other thing. Hold up, let me actually wait. Where's the shortcut for flipping canvases? Where is that at? Help, view. Yeah. Flip to no. Flip. Is this it? Oh, it's kind of like off a bit, huh? Not off by much, but like kind of looks a bit weird. Interesting. What is the shortcut for flipping canvas? Hold up. Hold up. I don't know. Oh, you customize the hotkey for that. I should do that, but like, it's interesting how it looks kind of off, but I actually like used like symmetry for that. So like that's pretty weird how it's off, even though I used symmetry. Very interesting. I wonder if it's one of those things where your eyes normally play tricks on you, It's like an illusionary type thing. I think I should drop this eye a bit more. Actually. That would make much more sense on that area. Yeah. Use A. Yeah, it's not that awful to be honest. But it's something that like you'll see it. From this perspective, you don't see it really. You don't see anything, so it's fine. I don't know. I think it's like it's one of those things as an animator. As an animator, what the audience doesn't see doesn't matter. So I wonder if it's because of my mindset as an animator, because like if no one, I can't even get this line out. Because like if no one sees the thing that's wrong with the animation, there's nothing wrong with the animation. You know what I mean? I mean, you would know probably that it's there, but you like wouldn't change it. You'll be like, yeah, it's there, but like no one noticed it, so leave it. That's usually what animators do. You're just like, oh, we see the problem, but does the audience see the problem? No? Okay, cool. Leave it. They will never know. How would they know? Huh? How would they know? They will never know. Me as a pure Webtoon artist, I need to put more detail, even though my reader doesn't even care. Yeah. I don't know. I've put a lot of detail into the upcoming panels. Even though I don't have to, but like sometimes I just want to draw cool stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna add more to this. That looks like really cool, so I'm gonna add more to it. Sometimes I'm just like, well, this panel doesn't matter. I just fill in. I usually just fill in the details of the panels that look cool, or that it's a very prominent point in the story. If it's just like a throwaway panel, basically, like just to move things along, I don't really put that much detail into it because I'm just like, yeah, no one cares about this panel as much. And then what I do with the other panels is I make it draw your eye towards it so that it emphasizes whatever I'm trying to say in that one panel. The homie Mitch is streaming at, let me see, it's 10 p.m. over here now. In the next 3 hours, he'll be streaming. I'll probably hop on that stream after mine as well. And I can't wait. Next week we're going to be doing animation. Next week I'm going to be working on my short film. And next week we'll be actually like animating in Blender. Full on animation. And that's gonna be really fun. Because but by next week I'll be done with the final episode of season 1. And then I'll be grinding through the animation. Also, or maybe next week I should do. No, I will do the animation next week. Yeah, next week the live stream I'll do animation. Take your leave for now, no problem. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy the time you spent chilling on stream. See you when I see you. I think the music stopped. I'm gonna head to the toilet quick. I gotta take a piss. But hold on. Where the hell? There we go. Damn YouTube. There we go. I gotta take a piss like really badly. Well, at least I finished the head. So I'm gonna save. Oh, I didn't even save. Save as. I should save this here. New thumbnail. New vertical thumbnail. Yeah, I should save this over there. And I'm gonna hit the toilet quick, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go. Gotta go, you gotta go. Hold up. Okay, I'm back. I got some snacks and got my piss in. So yeah, let's get back to what we were working on. Kind of see like I have a more fun style. I just realized now. You can see it now. I think I can do better on the scars. Give bold more shape to the scars. Yeah, like on the bridge of the nose. Uh-huh. Doesn't have to be perfect because obviously the scar is not a perfect scar. There we go. More or less, the spot here should be a bit more. Yeah, yeah. And this ear, I think this ear as well. It's kind of covered, but not. Oh, this ear stops. Oh, there we go. Looks a bit better, kind of. Much better. Okay. And for the comic jam entry, this is doing a comic jam on our Discord. I think the theme is elemental heroes or something like that. So yeah, which is perfect for me because like I've been working on Killer Heroes. I have a whole roster of heroes I can use in terms of making it part of their backstory. And yeah, so I'm gonna go more into Mindstro's backstory. Well, not Mindstro actually. One of the other characters, which I think if you guys have read Killer Heroes, you'll see in the later episodes. Queen Lightning. I'm gonna do her backstory. Um, and her backstory actually takes place in South Africa. So that's a cool little nod to my country, you know. Take place in like a black township in South Africa, and that is gonna be pretty cool. I wonder if I should throw in some like colored, gangsters in there. Some like really sketchy colored gangsters with tattoos, Uh, you know, I feel like that would be fun. I don't think I'll finish my comic jam in 15 days left. This comic is probably gonna take me a month. Damn, that is some dedication to the comic jam. But yeah, nah, I think mine 15 days is definitely a lot of time for me because I like keeping things simple. So it's definitely a lot more time than I need. I mean, the last comic jam I did like in a day. So yeah, I appreciate the more the the much bigger a lot of time that they've given me. The the generous Minsky himself, you know. I wonder if Minsky changed that rule because he thought he couldn't finish it in that time, and so he was just like, "I'm gonna give everyone, and I'm gonna give more time, but I'm gonna tell everyone that I'm giving them more time, you know, and just like cover his track." But so yeah, while I'm working on the comic jam entry, I'll also be working on the animation for the short form. Because I have to rewrite my script because there's been a change in plans. So yeah, because the way the story is going now, and obviously the short film's gonna be a kind of continuation of where the first season's going to end. I actually have to rewrite it now because yeah, because it's not lining up as well as it's supposed to. Well, that's cool because now I can use the newer Blender stuff to write the storyboard and stuff like that, get everything in. Um, uh-huh. So, I kind of like the like small hatchings I do now in my drawings. It adds that flavor to my style. Even though I feel like I don't use it properly because I see actual like proper artists use it. You know, like David Finch. You know, I've watched him actually. Well, I've looked at his work and how he actually uses hatching, and the way I use it is not how he uses it because I'm weird like that. Um, because I kind of just use it for I just use it for the flavor. I don't really use it to define the shape or anything or shading stuff or whatever. You know, I just kind of use it for using it. You know, to make things look cool or look the way I like. Let's put it that way. It's cool is kind of subjective, but you know what I mean. But I definitely want to try this type of hatching shading with the animations I'm gonna do. Um, I want to actually see what that's gonna do for the stylistic aspect of my animation because I feel like it's gonna make it look more interesting as and add more flavor to the animation. But obviously, first I have to do the animation, and once I have the animation down, then I can start messing around with stylistic stuff and doing all types of crazy effects and everything. But now, I first have to get the actual animation down. Get the animation down, and then do the voiceovers. That's what I'm gonna do. Get the storyboarding down, voice over the storyboarding, and then I can get the timing right and everything. and then it gives me more time to get the story in line as well as the voiceover. Because I asked Hobby if she wants to do the voiceover, and she says she's fine to do the voiceover, but like we'll see. You know, maybe something comes up. So that's I kind of want to get it done really quickly in terms of the storyboarding, so that I have more time to get the voiceover done. Because I feel like that is going to be the biggest challenge. The sound design aspect of the animation is going to be the biggest challenge for me. Um, Everything else is going to be all right. I think I can handle it mostly. So that's fine. But like just sound design stuff is definitely going to be a challenge because I'm not a sound designer. So that's also going to that's going to be taken into consideration for the contest as well. So I have to actually add some really good sound design. Um, and I feel like voiceovers will definitely put it over the top, because I know a lot of people are probably just going to add music in the back or add some atmospheric sound effects and stuff like that. But I feel like if I add, some really dynamic voiceovers between characters, that will actually bump up my points a bit more for the contest. I think I'll just use whatever's on YouTube in terms of the atmospheric stuff, and they have a whole library of audio, so I can go through there. I can see exactly what I like and maybe mess around with it, maybe edit it a bit. See how I can do that. We're all gonna do in the next upcoming streams. We'll be working on the short form. Uh, so all the way till June, we'll be working on the short form on the stream, because the deadline for the short form is the 15th of June. 15th of June, yes. That's when the submission period ends. I think at the beginning of April is when the submission period starts. So I wanna do that. I have no idea if I actually have registered myself into the contest, because that's what I was supposed to do that in December. That was the final deadline, and I do remember doing something. I'm not sure if I actually registered myself into the contest. If I didn't, then oh my god, that's so dumb. But like, I can still work on the animation and get it out on my channel. It's still gonna be more fun. Note: I am playing Flash Party. I am barely listening. That's not a problem, man. Whether you listen or not, it's up to you. Whoever's listening is listening, man. When you're this long on YouTube, you find that you're talking to yourself most of the time, and that's fine. I do that all the time. That's just the way I think about stuff. Sometimes I catch myself like arguing with myself. That's really, but that's really weird. But like some of the time, you know, it's necessary, because arguing with yourself is one of those things that is really helpful in terms of actually taking down your ideas. So like if you have a certain opinion about some stuff and you actually argue with yourself on it, you play devil's advocate with yourself on different points, it really actually helps you either stabilize a point or cut it down. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's usually what I found out from like talking to myself, building thoughts, taking down thoughts. I've been actually doing that a lot lately because of the power scaling with John and Serafina, which I thought is actually going to be pretty simple. I thought Serafina just like whoops John's ass, but there's some new information that has come to the table that I've learned through reading the series 4 times. So yeah, I learned some new stuff. some new stuff has come to the table, and it's gonna make an interesting video because it's not as cut and dry as Serafina just winning the match. So most of the time she wins the match, but there are instances where John can win the match. So that is something that's obviously for the next video I'm doing. So like I'm looking into that stuff. After this battle, I think I'm not gonna do Unordinary that much because I mean there's really nothing that has come up that I can talk about Unordinary. Like and John and Serafina are really seen as the powerhouses in Unordinary. Like even though they might become, I might do a video on Arlo because his ability is very interesting as well. But yeah, you know, and obviously I'm gonna milk it as much as I can because Unordinary is a big draw for my channel. It really racks in the views, you know, so maybe I'll do another one and just shit on people's characters in Unordinary, you know. Really rakes in the views. Although I'm surprised that the people of, you know, the community of Unordinary, they're pretty, you know, pretty chill. Even though I've kind of like, you know, although there was that one guy who was like, please don't shit on John anymore, and I was just like, no. So like yeah, we're gonna see how it goes. And then obviously there's other webtoons as well that I want to get into. I think the other webtoon I wanted to check out was Alex Seed, but Tower of God is definitely another one. I think Tower of God I'll look into. I think that will be the next one I'll look into because I think that's one of the other most popular webtoons in terms of the action genre. So I'm gonna look into that, and we're gonna see how strong those guys are. And then there's other webtoons that I'll probably check out. But I feel like you can do a whole bunch of content on Tower of God, I feel, because of how their power systems work and stuff like that. It's a bit more nuanced in terms of, at least that's what it looks like, in terms of how they use I don't know what the energy source is called, or their powers. I can't remember. Yeah, it's I don't know, can't remember. It's similar to chakra, but like I don't know. I have to check it out. Did you guys see, you know, I'm actually, there's this thing that's happened with with DC Warner Brothers. I recently stumbled across it. There's a, you know, I don't know if you guys know the recent allegations and things that has happened with Ezra Miller. Like they just kept him. I don't know why. Yeah, everybody hates that guy because, you know, of the weird stuff he's done. He apparently has some weird cult, and then yeah, so there's a lot of weird stuff going on with that guy, and a lot of stuff to do with kiddie finagling, if you catch my drift, you know what I mean. And for some reason, it's very weird, but DC is still holding on to this guy, at least Warner Brothers is. For the Justice League, I think the new Flash movie, they're still holding on to this guy right after they let Henry Cavill go, Ben Affleck go, Gal Gadot, she was also let go, and they kept on to Ezra Miller. I don't know. That's pretty weird. It's pretty weird how you would, for all the cancellations that's been going around these days, and people saying the wrong things and then getting immediately cancelled, or the things they have done and getting immediately cancelled. It's one of those weird cases where there's special rules being applied to certain people. It's very interesting to look at. And I want to see where it goes. Part of me wants to see where this goes. You know, you want to see where this train goes. I bet you where it goes is nothing good, but like it's no way good, but it's interesting. It's very interesting. It's the same with the Hogwarts Legacy situation. Very interesting. I would like to see where it goes. Obviously, I'll be playing Hogwarts Legacy on Twitch once it comes out. Beat dumb wizard and learn spells and shit, and probably throw spell, probably cast a death spell at the teacher to be sasses me. It's gonna be fun though. I'm gonna see where we get with that. But I don't know what other games I'm looking forward to. Obviously, I really play games, but definitely after this season of the comic that I'm doing now, I'll have a lot of time on my hands. So I'll finally get to sit down and bust some games out. Um, Although it might not be as much because obviously I'll be working on my short film, but I feel like it'll be alright. Let me just check what's going on here with the music because I don't want it to just stop abruptly. It can just leave me hanging. Mm-hmm. Just check something out. Okay, that's fine. I was just checking out my camera stuff. It was doing anything weird. I know it's been glitching out the whole time. One day we will sort it out once I update OBS. It will be sorted. Man, I just never get the time to update it. But yeah, I definitely want to sort that out. This is way too dark. Freezing. No, I think it's fine actually. Yeah, I can see on the screen. Yeah, it's fine. Just looks darker on the screen over here. I think I can use a ping bucket for you. There we go. Mm-hmm. Man, I can't wait to start animating that short film. God damn it. I want to get done so I can get to the animation. Start doing some really cool stuff on there. Yeah, but I think by the middle of this week, I'll be done with the final episode for the first season. Then I'll actually finish up some other stuff in terms of the lore aspects, the superhero guides and everything. I want to finish that stuff up so that I can still like keep posting, even though the series is kind of ended in terms of its seasonal, end. But then I'll still be posting stuff like updates and stuff, so keep the series going. And then yeah, should be much more fun. because I get to mess around with the law and stuff as well. And then also in that same time, I'll be working on the Merchant of Ignatius as well, and then the short film and the Twitch streaming. So it's gonna be a lot. Hopefully I have enough time for all that, or I'm able to do all that, because with all South Africa's like power outages, I don't know. We'll see. I do want to get like a UPS or an inverter or something like that. It's a power source, so that when the power does go off, I have energy still. I have power. I've been looking up those type of stuff so that I can keep things running. Okay. That looks good. I think I'm gonna do a bit extra with the shading, yeah. Um, do some extra stuff with the shading, yeah, make it look real good. Make the shading look real good. It's adding more to the shading. I actually want to watch that other movie that came out. One of the latest releases was that movie. I think it's called Megan. It's like three instead of a E. It's about like AI shit, and like basically this Chucky doll is in like basically a Chucky doll infused with AI. That's kind of what this movie is about, and it looks very interesting. My wife is very interested in the movie as well, so I don't know, we might check that out. The only thing is she doesn't really want to watch it in the movies because of the horror aspect, so she has nowhere to run to in the movies if real shit goes down, you know. But that's the point. There's no escape in the movies. You have to attack the movies head on. Add some light on the pics. Light on the pics. You gotta add the light on the pics. Gotta do it. Gotta make them pop. Shaded. Doesn't have to be accurate, just has to look good. Look real good. Maybe I'll add more here. The color in that one spot on his cheek. That's fine. He's fine. We'll leave it. Maybe not. Maybe I'll. It's gonna bother me. I can't leave it. It's gonna bother me. Let's first get this done. Okay. Now we just do some cell shading over this. More cell shading. Add more to my style that I'm going for. So I like the definitive shading in terms of cell shading stuff, but I also like adding some variation into it. I just like the way it looks. There we go. So, what time is it? Damn, 11 now. So we have an hour, 2 hours, 2 hours left. Yeah, when I'm gonna be chilling on Mitch's stream, I'll work on my comic. For now, well, technically, I kind of am still working on my comic. I'm just working on the cover. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I didn't want to work on my panels for the next episode, because big spoilers, massive spoilers. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm rather gonna work on the thumbnail, the cover. So I wanted to look because I realized the other thumbnail I did for it is kind of outdated, and I want to updated my new style, basically. Well, not new style, but my more refined style that I'm going for. So, yeah. There we go. There's the score. Yeah, I gotta do the hair as well. It's actually erase some of the shading on the hair. Add more. Add more to it. Oh. Add some hair highlights. Stylistically, I never add like hair highlights into my characters because sometimes I do though, like when it's like a light on them and it hits their hair just right and makes it look all glossy and cool. But normally I don't add the highlights. But I think this time I will. I'm thinking like what I'm gonna put in the backdrop. Like, should I just put should I just put fire in the back or something? What should I add like in the back? Maybe I should just add like some effects in the back, like lightning or fire or something. Yeah, because I kind of want to make it like outline his silhouette a bit more. So I don't want to add anything else in the back. It will kind of like compromise that. So gotta keep it simple and flashy. Mhm. Simple and flashy. I think 50. I think 60. 60 is fine. Also, just want to erase his mouth doesn't look too pouty. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Mhm. That's fine. just adjusting myself a bit more so I don't break my back. Should actually just adjust my there we go. Adjust my back support thing. Yeah, I got one of these things on my chair. Supports my back, so I don't wind up with a spine that looks like the letter U. You know what I mean? I think this is alright. It looks fine. Looks fine. I should add maybe some flamey flames, you know, some special effects. Special effects. I'm gonna add a red backdrops. Always slams. Makes things look really intense. Look at that. Just makes everything look really intense. Add I don't know if you've seen like my thumbnails. I always add like a red backdrop or sometimes a blue, depending on obviously the colors I'm using. Like if it's these type of like if it's more of a darker shape color, or more of a cooler shade, so to say, then I would add like a more warmer shade in the back, and vice versa, so that you know, kind of contrast each other. That way it doesn't look weird, or it makes the thing in front stand out just a bit more. Like that. Add some highlights in the hair. Maybe some here. Don't know if I should add a rim light. No, rim lights always usually look cool. But no, it might blend in the backdrop a bit more. I want it to stand out. Add some randomness to it. Add some random strands. Okay. Mess around with some of the bring it down a bit. I think it's too bright. A little bit, not too much. And then I think I am gonna add a rim light. Arm is hurting. Hold on. Switching to the mini keyboard. Don't break my arm. Always gotta don't forget to move around a lot, guys, when you're working. You don't wanna end up with crippled wrists and all types of stuff. What type of? I think I'm gonna make it rim.
them. I want to work on the glowiness of his eyes as well. Madam, I can just want to do it broad. Just a light layer. Felt wrong, but that's fine. I'm gonna add some variation to shading. See what you get. Soft light. Erase a few things there. Just a little variation, not too much. Too much variation. I think that's fine. I want to add more to the glow. That was pretty weak. Oh yeah, I should add a little bit of like that glossiness to the eye. Okay, and what's this? The highlights for the hair. Name. Don't forget to name your layers. But always name the layers. Always. Get right into that eye. Zoom in on that boy. Okay. Yeah. Switch this. There we go. Right. Yeah, I barely see that, but it makes it look cooler. So fine there. Add some like I should add like a bit of red tint to it, huh? I think I should leave it the way it is. I think that's fine. I'm gonna add some more like effects to it. Actually, this is like this brush I found. Whatever it's in here. Where's that brush I found? Ah! It's weird. It's like fire magic brush. Man, what if I just like... But cool to mess with something, I guess. Yeah, the thing is, it stops. Stabilization. This actually would be cool to make like lightning effects, you know. I never actually do that, yeah. Should I just use the normal? Normal lightning brush? Something like that? I have no idea. Let's keep it simple, but kind of testing stuff out now. I want to see what works, what doesn't work here. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna mess with a bunch of stuff and see what happens. Might just blow up the entire thing, but you know what I mean. It's fine. You gotta test these things out. See what works. Don't forget to like and share this live, peeps. Yeah. Listen to the wife. I don't know what more can I add to this. You know? It seems pretty simple. Seems like it'll work. Don't listen to Elias. Don't listen to him. He's a doctor now. Maybe I should add more to the back. Again, not a doctor. That's what you keep saying, but I don't know. Don't know about that. You know? Freaking sparkly. I don't know what this effect will do. I like that effect. What is glitter? What does glitter do? Oh, that's interesting. Why is it different color? Yeah, I think that'll be cool actually to add at the back. And then just like drop it a bit. Just erase it to like its own level. Maybe Just form around him. Just around. Doesn't have to go anywhere else. Just around here. Uh-huh. What else do we have? I can mess around with. Music is loud. Pretty low on my side. Maybe it just seems loud. I don't know. YouTube's weird. Should be fine now. Eh. Music ain't that loud. Oh, that's a normal sound, yeah. Music's fine, man. It's fine. Don't panic. It's fine. It's all good. All good in the hood. What the hell? Multiple layers. What the hell does that mean? What type of brush is this? Oh, it's a erase tool. You can erase multiple layers. I see. I was like confused there for a sec. I was like, what the hell is this? Still, I don't know much. Still don't know much about Clip Studio. I had some embers just like floating around, you know? I think that's cool. It's actually pretty cool, I like that. I'm gonna save this for now. I like the way it is. I like the way it looks. It's pretty simple, you know? I think that's cool. Maybe I add a bit more flames to it, you know? Let's see what happens if we add fire to it. What's this? Just an empty layer. Area. Let's add some fire here. I take away from. Nah, I think I should leave it. I think this is fine. And then with the guide, restrict the guides so that I know exactly that's in line. Yeah, it's perfectly in line. I can work with this. So let me save that shit. And this was the previous cover. Oh, what if I want to put the title in though? Title would fit like over his face, like over here. Interesting. But this is a high quality, like the resolution is like really highly pumped up. So if I want to cut it at any point, I can. So I think I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I think the music stopped. Hold on. YouTube's gay. YouTube's not gay, man. YouTube is so weird. Okay. Anyway, it's fixed. Damn sound. Okay. So now, I don't know what we're gonna do now because that's this is basically done here. You remember when that was like an insult? Way back in the day. So weird. But anyway. I don't know what we're gonna do now. Technically done with my thumbnail. Maybe I do. We have an hour and a half left, so maybe I just work on my comic. How about that? See how far we've gotten. See, I'm kind of like halfway. I said it's kind of big spoilers, but I mean, I think it's fine. Everyone knew this thing's coming, so I mean, it's fine. Okay. Hey. Finish this up. Let's get this out. Ah! 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 What the hell did I do? Oh, that's what I did. I used the multiple layer eraser. And this music is slamming. What the hell's going on? Someone up in the audio studio by YouTube is just like cooking up these beats. I don't know what's happening over there. Some guy just up in the studio killing it. I think I'm just gonna finish up this panel. And I think the thing we can do is actually work on the short form. But I first want to finish up this panel. Then we can actually work on that for a bit. I was supposed to focus on my thumbnail for this stream, but you know, it's done, so. There we go. Hoping this angle would come out much better, but yeah, one of the weirdest angled panels. I checked it in like Blender and it was fine. I don't know. It looks weird. But yeah, this one. As long as we get it done, we get it out there, it's fine. And I was basically looking at I was listening to this podcast basically about this Webtoon authors, and they said basically if you want to get noticed on Webtoon, you gotta spam them. You gotta spam them with your shit. You gotta at them constantly on like Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. Um, but I feel like I don't want I don't want their eyes to be on my work because I feel like they're just gonna be like, up, too much violence, too much blood, get off here. You know what I mean? So I don't mind being in the dark, and just slowly growing my audience on my side. Because once they enter the world of the Chainsaw Maniac, they're gonna be like, yep, this guy over here, completely nuts. We gotta tone his shit down. That's what we gotta do. I always think like this one day where I'm gonna say something and it's gonna piss a lot of people off and they're just gonna come for me. I know that day will come eventually. It will come. It will happen. Not right now. Right now I'm chill, But that day will definitely come. They're gonna come for me. It's inevitable. Unless people really don't care, then it's fine. But like, I don't know. You never know. And if they do, they come for me, man. If they come for me, they come for me. There's nothing to do about it. There's nothing we can do about it. At that point, I'll kind of like accept my fate. I'll just be like, yep, cool. This is what we're doing now. Unless they make like allegations out about me that's like not really true, then I'll obviously be like, yeah, that's not true. And you're full of shit. Uh-huh. But until that day comes, we're chilling. We're chilling until that day comes. Especially like with YouTube's new policies now on swearing and stuff like that. And I have no doubt that YouTube might abuse that. That's just what I think. Because it's happened before. Or maybe not YouTube specifically, but like certain people working at YouTube. I wouldn't blame the entire YouTube company because there's sometimes just people at YouTube being absolutely degenerate, being absolutely weird and degenerate and just going nuts on stuff. Low key, certain manga artists that I used to like are pretty sus. Oh my god, there's certain allegations that came out on these manga artists, and I was like, really? Really? That's what they're doing? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Especially like one of my favorite like artists in terms of manga is Akira Toriyama. And I've heard some pretty sus allegations and they were backed up. So I was like, I thought about it, and I was like, I have a point, but like I have no idea. I mean, it's what it is. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z isn't what it used to be, you know. Used to be a whole bunch of muscle guys just beating the absolute crap out of each other and yelling a lot. And I don't know what the new DBZ, but it's definitely different. Doesn't feel like DBZ anymore. The more fan-made stuff feels more DBZ than the actual DBZ stuff. It's a absolute testosterone fest, basically. Guys yelling at each other, beating the absolute crap out of each other. That's true DBZ right there. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of My Hero Academia, this pose here. You know when they stand with his fist up? That's kind of what this pose reminds me of. Yeah. Hold up. I need like a color palette for this guy. Nope, not that one. 14. Yeah, that's the one. Here. Let me open that one up. How long are we streaming? Yeah. I don't wanna. I think after this panel, 3 hours should be fine. After this panel, I think I'm gonna call it for the stream because I, I want to work on the rest of the comic, but I don't want to spoil stuff. So I think, yeah, I think we're good. You know, I think we chill. I don't want to spoil the rest of this because it's gonna be pretty crazy. And I don't actually want to work on the short film animation just yet. I want to actually finish this. I don't like starting on stuff if I haven't finished something. So I think I'm gonna do that. And then at the same time I can prep for Mitch's stream. I can chill a bit before we hop on there. And yeah. And I can get a lot more done off stream than I do on stream. What? There's a hole somewhere? Ah, every time there's a hole somewhere. There we go. I don't know if this black is fine. I don't want to make it too dark. These clothes isn't that dark. I think that's fine. There we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. You know, I still haven't really defined Mindstro's powers. Right now, his powers are still kind of up in the air. He just has, I did give him generic super speed, super strength, durability, and stuff like that, but like, what his powers actually does is like up in the air. I have an idea of kind of what it's supposed to be, but I haven't finalized it yet. Here we go. Okay. Got his beard right. Nice flowy red beard. Yeah, mine still has a beard now. Thus, yeah. Otherwise, I would have. He doesn't age. So I was trying to think like, um, how can I separate the flashbacks from what actually is happening? You know, I thought maybe just giving him a beard would be a better visual clue. Because yeah, he doesn't age as well. That's like part of his powers. He doesn't age. He doesn't need to eat. So he just has unlimited stamina as well. Doesn't get tired. This guy's he's pretty OP. He also has like a regenerate. He can also like regenerate as well. Like he has crazy regeneration abilities. Like you can chop off his arm, you can like regrow it again. It's just like insane. I think his main power that I kind of made it revolve around is he has this.
This is the idea I had. Like he kind of has the ability to kind of manipulate matter in a way. That's kind of the idea I had for his power. So that's like the main kind of aspect of his power that kind of focusing on to refine. So like that's why he can like regrow his arms and stuff, and you know he can make people just vanish out of reality, just like wipe out their matter, stuff like that. Uh, but you see, the thing is the way this fight kind of ends. That doesn't make sense for his powers or how he would
use them. Yeah, I'm trying to think about how I could go about doing that. But you know me, I don't really think as far as I'm supposed to, I just do shit. Yeah. But that's just how I get things done. Don't think, just do. Yep, damn, look at those abs. Guys, chiseled. Super chiseled. Soften some of these shadows as well. Soften some of this because it makes these pics look way too sharp. Kind of like it's beveled. Kind of soften those a bit. Okay. Today's also been a chill day, I went out, did a lot of stuff. Now, of course, I did that because the power was off for like 4 hours, so... Well, actually 2 hours, then 4 hours. 4 hours I was at home with no power. So just basically chilling, playing games on my phone. And working on my unordinary script for the next video. That's what I was doing. The YouTube music stopped. I should really make that playlist. You know what I mean? I don't think it stopped actually. I should really make a playlist that I can listen to it on stream without those stops. So I have to actually, and I'll make a mix for you guys who want to use it on stream and stuff like that. I'll make a mix of it so that anyone can use it on stream without it like staying, stopping, continue and whatever. But then also for myself, so I can reuse it. Probably just name it like copyright-free streaming music or something. And also, I've got to check out like what happened the previous video because I got copyright claimed by someone. But I think last stream we did play an animation clip, so it could be the person from whoever's animation clip you were watching. Because Boya basically suggested that clip, so I watched it and now I got copyright claimed. Damn it, Boya. Damn it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm sharing. I think I should add glow layer. Like in an ordinary, my character size also glow. I've been reading too much of that damn comic, man. Been going too deep, diving too deep into the source. I don't even like, I don't even like the comic as much, but like, goddamn, the things I do for a YouTube video, man. Dove really deep into there. I think it's alright, but like, it's not like the best. You know what I mean? It's alright though. And I enjoy it for the power scaling element, but otherwise, it's just like, oh, that's not it. Add low overlay. Actually, check out the other. Ooh, screen actually looks nice. Actually, hold up. Yeah, screen looks way nicer. Actually, I like screen. Okay. Just checking. Yeah. Okay, I have about 6 minutes left. Oh, my power goes off at 2 again. So, yeah. I'll probably be on meter stream for only like an hour before I have to clock off. Soften these up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Uh-huh. I always wanted to know if I should make his hair like glow, I don't know if that's gonna be part of the power thing, but no, I think it's fine. And I thought it would be cool to add like a volcanic effect, Okay, hold on. Show you guys what I mean. Like kind of like as he's punching up, like the energy is shooting up as he's punching up. And it's here to blend in with this. Well, yeah, I'll just finish this panel quick before we head off. Speed. Keep this a bit out. And if only I could combine the drawing power of Clip Studio with Blender's animation. Like animation power, that would be crazy. I mean, technically you can, You just animate the rough out in Blender and then bring it into Clip Studio to finalize it. But it'll be more, yeah, it'll be kind of weird, like bouncing back and forth between softwares. It would be just much better to animate in solely Clip Studio or Blender. Obviously, I'm going to be animating in Blender because I'm much more proficient in it, and it's just much better at animating. At least that's what I believe. It's more fluid in animation, I would say. Like in terms of the finishing aspect, where you have to do all the effects and stuff, I think Clip Studio, in terms of its brush sets and all the layers, in terms of the glow layer, the multiply, like all those type of things, you can do really well with Studio. Unless you know how to composite in Blender as well. So basically setting up your compositing in Blender and you're like setting it up and everything, like, that adds more to it. Okay, I think that's fine. Bring it down a bit. And then what I'm gonna do here is something like that. Make like a pinnacle point and the energy reaches top. Add more like shockwaves and stuff. all the way to the top. I should make this like glow. Hey, welcome to the stream. I think it's skits, right? I think that's skits right there. But late to the party, man. Told you guys. People only they'll only start showing up at the end of the stream because of the time zone thing. Yeah, it's definitely skits. Definitely, there's no doubt about it.
I just woke up. Yeah. Yeah, I told you, like, once I start the stream, it's like either everyone is like sleeping or they just waking up. Like, just what it is, you know. You'll probably be hopping off stream soon, and then heading over to Mitch's stream. Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah, I think this is fine. I wonder if I should smudge it a bit. I wonder if smudging. I think the smudging might actually help it a bit more. What if I add red? That doesn't help. Let's smudge it a bit more. Smudge it down, smudge it down. There we go. Yeah, that's the effect I want. Knew the smudge will come in handy. Oh. I think I should make this much more red. Like really red. The reddest of reds. And then make this spot orange. Maybe can make it a bit more red. And there you go. Just as Skits hops in, the music stops. I knew it. It's been him the whole time. The whole time. It's been stopping my music. Okay. I think it should be full on a red on top. And then we can use that weird brush I told you guys about. I knew it. It's been Skits the whole time. Damn it, Skits. Whatever I increase the size of this and I just damn. Let me see what that looks like if I just bring it. Yeah. I just line it up with his arm. Okay. Line up with his arm, yeah. Then I just want to use the smudgy smidge. Smudge it up a bit. Smudge it a bit. It's coming out of his arm, yeah.
So maybe just fade it in. Yeah, maybe just fade it in a bit here at the back. I need that smart. That kind of looks weird. Just messing around with stuff here now. Nah, I think we leave it. I think we leave it. And I think I use that effect that I used the last time. That will add to his aesthetic. Where is the... Where is that brush? Where is... Somewhere... Is it the noise? It's not the noise brush. It's the... It's the... glitter brush. That's what it is. Yeah. How did I do it though? What color is it? It says dark red. I think it was definitely a dark red color. Yeah. Okay. So just pull this spot, right? I want to bring it. I want to make it go upward. Increase it a bit. Yeah, yeah. And then we're gonna mess around with this stuff. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Started eating killer heroes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Killer heroes is a bit wild. It's getting a bit wild now. It starts off wild and then it kind of simmers down and it gets wild again. Yeah, I like that effect. That's the effect I want. I like this effect. I like it. Oh, no, I should go full on. I think I should just keep it, on here sometime. Yeah, it's cooling down a bit. Well, wait till you get to the last few episodes. I think the latest one just dropped. Yeah, the latest one just dropped now, so it's gonna get wild. It's gonna get wild, especially the last one. Well, the last one, it simmers down again, but then it's like still wild. It's big reveals in the last episode. Yeah, I think that's what I want, and then I kind of want to do this, just lighten it up as it goes. Really bright. A lot of effects happening here. Oh, you're only at episode 9 now. Yeah. Episode 9. Yeah, no, it's still chill during that period. During episode 9, it's still a bit chill. Still a bit chill. Still a bit, yeah, still a bit chill, still a bit chill. You know, there's not on the craziest spot yet. Well, I like that. That looks cool. I should actually add some indirect lighting on the character. Add some indirect lighting on there. Let indie. Fine. Don't have to name it exactly what you want to name it. Nope, not that color. This one. Get it all. Actually, you know what? Just fill the entire thing. There we go. Well, I think screen is it? Yeah. Bring it down a bit. Bring it down a bit. Somewhere around here. And then we can actually add some variation in there. And I think I'll add some rim lighting. Just for, you know, just to make it look cool. Some rim lighting. So I'll add some rim lighting here. The panels, I guess I take my time with it. It's like a really, you know, fancy panel. I think a really defining moment. Also, what happens in episode 9, by the way? I gotta read through my own series at some point as well, because that's how I make sense of certain stuff. And if it actually makes sense. Uh episode 9. What happens in episode 9 is before. Oh, episode 9 is where the guy bursts out of the other guy. Yeah, that's yeah, that's actually a pretty wild episode. Starts off with like, yeah, him fighting this, beating the shit out of this lady, telling her like you'd kill her, and then yeah, this guy bursting out of the other guy's stomach. Yeah, yep. That's one of the. That's definitely one of the turning points in the series. uh, yeah, that's when things get a bit more wild. A bit more wild, a bit more fun as well, you know? Good, I'm lighting. Isn't KSI versing, isn't the boxing matches taking place today? Something like that. I've been watching. Me and my brother watched the Misfits boxing event. KSI is versing someone.
No clue. You're not into that stuff. Yeah. And then just a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Yep. And pump it down a bit more. Like that. That looks cool. Anyway, this panel's done. That means I'm done. Thanks for everyone for joining for the stream. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. It's pretty cool. Look at that cool ass panel. That is one cool ass panel. I really like it with all the sparkliness and, you know, guy getting punched in the stomach. I got done. I just got. Sorry, my brain just broke there. I just got done cooking and someone wants the rights to a design of mine. It's me. Oh. Damn. It's just buying out the license rights. How much would you take, Elias? Skits is up for it. How much would it take? Would you take $1 million? $1 million? How much would you take? How much will it take? Easy. Easy. I mean, yeah. It's easy for Skits and it's easy money for you, Elias. You're gonna take it? You're gonna take the offer? I don't know. I think it will take more than $1 million, Skits. Elias is on their doctor salary, you know? He's getting paid doctor money over there. You're gonna have to try and persuade him more. Throw in a couple hugs and kisses. I'm pretty sure that will work. I'll take care of you. Oh god. Okay, I have saved my work. Okay, guys, get prepared because in 40 minutes Mitch will be starting the stream soon. So yeah, you can hop over there. I'll probably hop over there as well. Yeah, he's a big time doctor. Yeah, that's what all that anatomy studies is for. If you want any medical advice, please go ask Elias and follow anything he says because he is a professional doctor. Okay, please be sure to blow up his phone with all types of medical assisting questions. Please do that. He loves helping people. He's a very caring guy. So yeah, please be sure to blow up his phone with any questions you have on any medical thing. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, on that note, on that note, we'll end the stream, guys. Thanks for everyone for joining. Very chill stream. I enjoyed it. Got a lot done. Yeah, see you in the next stream as well. Or next video. Whatever I choose to do next, Next week we're gonna be animating. Yeah. Yeah, me hop into the end screen. There we go. My tiny little guy he is sleeping because he has a lot of work to do editing videos soon. Look at those look at those editing stuff on his screen. You see that? You see all those cuts? That's exactly what I do. Look at that. Anyway, cheers everyone. Hope you have a good night, good morning, or whatever, wherever you are, you know. Stay awesome. And be sure to ask Elias for any medical advice. Don't be shy. He's a very nice guy. He's a very teddy bear-esque cuddly guy. So yeah, feel free to do that. Okay, cheers everyone. See ya. See you guys. Bye bye. Bye everyone.